Last month, I made almost 5 figures managing one sales team that made 200K in that month. And I still quit. And here's why. I was out of alignment. Because staying there was costing me way more than leaving ever could. And this is not only a lesson about sales, it's a lesson that you guys can apply in any area of life. Because whenever you stay at a place where you are misaligned, you're basically telling the universe that this is good enough. I'm willing to settle for this. Because the way people usually see decisions, it's only because when you say no to things, when you leave things. Let's say when you leave that job or when you leave that relationship or that hometown, right? That's the only way people see decisions. But it's also a decision to stay somewhere because you're saying yes to it every single day, right? And if you're not aligned, that's exactly the energy that you send out in the universe, that you accept this, okay? And what happens then is that you close the doors to other opportunities. So going back to my story, I quit a job that from the outside looking in was a great opportunity, right? I made good money. I had a lot of great friends that I worked with there, a great group of people, and a great offer that I really believed in, right? But I wasn't aligned. I wasn't aligned because I felt that I didn't really develop the way I wanted. And I felt that for quite a while, right? I felt that for quite a while that I'm not really getting that much better anymore. Because obviously I'm Swedish and that was in the Swedish market. We were the biggest info product in the Swedish market in that niche. So obviously we were the bigger fish. We didn't have that much competition. The market is smaller. And with competition, you always get better, right? But we didn't really have that. Okay, so I didn't really improve. And you can see it like this, that one of the best footballers, let's say Lionel Messi, would play in the Swedish league. He wouldn't have to be sharp all the time. He wouldn't have to be on it all the time, right? He wouldn't develop as much because he wouldn't be in the right environment. But if you'd put him in La Liga or the Premier League, then he would have to be much better, right? And that's kind of the way that I saw it. You know, with this environment is kind of holding me back. And that is why I left. But this is a thought that had been within me for quite a while. I would say like 2-3 months before I finally pulled the trigger and left, right? And that was basically telling myself, telling the universe that I'm willing to accept this. I'm willing to settle for something that I'm not aligned with, right? And it was an easy thing to do. I was just comfortable, very, very comfortable. But then one day I decided I will quit this. I will do bigger things, right? I will change my environment. And I did that. I left, I quit. And the week after, I got so many inbound opportunities, because what happened was that I was finally telling the universe that I'm not willing to settle for this. I'm not willing to settle for less. And I sent out that energy and then I got 3 really good inbound offers. That was way more aligned with what I wanted to achieve. Okay, with a way bigger, way better environment, bigger environment as well, way more competition. You know, all of the things that I wanted to get out of an opportunity, I got. Okay, and that was because I said no to the opportunity that didn't really align with. Okay, and like I mentioned, this is not only about sales. This is something that you can apply in any area of life. Let's say you are in a relationship that is toxic, or it doesn't really have to be toxic. It's just that you're comfortable in it and you're not growing or developing as much as you want. Okay, staying there is telling the universe that you are accepting this. So obviously you won't get any better. You won't get any better opportunities. But the moment that you break up with that partner, for example, that moment you will tell the universe that I am worthy of more. Send me more. Okay. And then, just like that, you will get more. I promise you. And it could be with your hometown as well, or where you live. Let's say you live with your family, and nothing wrong with that. With some people, that is aligned with their goals. But for example, with me, that is not aligned with me. I don't want to stay in my hometown. I want to go to bigger places with better energy. All right? But as long as I stay in my hometown, as long as I stay in Sweden, for example, I'm basically telling the universe that I'm willing to settle for this. All right, so I would recommend any of you guys to, because we all have the answers within us, right? We all know what we are putting off. If that is a job opportunity, if that is a relationship, it could be a friend as well. It doesn't have to be romantic. Could be where you're staying with your hometown. Anything, right? Be creative. Really get to understand yourself and see, okay, where am I misaligned? And I promise you guys, when you start making those decisions where you quit things that you're misaligned with, then you will get an abundance. I'm literally like, I cannot lie, this is an abundance of opportunities. Okay, you will get all of that if you just say no to the things that you're not aligned with. All right, so I challenge everyone of you to do that. All right, and if this helps you guys, if this is something that you enjoyed, please leave a like and also subscribe. I will post more about this on my socials, so my Twitter handle is in the description, but also my IG, so please follow me there as well if this was interesting. And yeah, thank you for watching.